HueTexas. So let's bring up the resources. Folsson is blue, so that's correct. And as you can see, Folsson is going for Deformer, so probably no immediate expansion, which is definitely possible on this big map, but he wants to play it more safe maybe. Of course, as Beast it wouldn't make too much sense, so he's also going for Stables immediately. This map is really big. You also have these expansion options in the mountains that are not reachable by the ground units. Also these islands, but they are pretty useless. Then we have this expansion with no jams, then we have expansions on the middle, and there is also huge underground that of course connects the both sides of the map. And there are also neutral enemies that are protecting these resources that you can get. There is nothing here and here, just some neutral enemies where you can potentially level up. But here are these two treasures that have actually 400 gold, 100 wood, and I think there is also some gems that we just cannot see here because there is not enough space to show all the information at once. But yeah, we see two hives from Folsson basically immediately. Arena from HueTexas. So this is just a normal balance strategy, nothing too crazy yet. Nice map, I didn't even know that it is in the game. Yeah, I mean, everything is of course in the map pool, guys. You can go study it before your own games now, if you still don't know about all the maps. Or just check them in the editor maybe. But yeah, definitely ton of options. Ton of expansion options, even though no one is utilizing them yet. We see first scout from Folsson coming out. First hive stinger. We'll see if he'll go scout the surface probably first, or maybe he'll go to underground, but probably not. Yeah, there are these nice entrances with these statues. It looks really good. But yeah, let's focus on the gameplay. Of course, you won't really find anything in the middle. It would make no sense to go for expansion here. Even though, as you can see, the scout area around the unit is actually pretty small. So if you go in a straight line, you wouldn't even know about an expansion here. But eventually, he would probably find out. Same here. Even though if you, for example, expand, I mean, if for example HueTexas from here expanded down here, I think Folsson would never find it. And that's what's so great about these huge maps, that you will, unless you have really good scouting around the whole map, you'll usually not find everything immediately. But yeah, we see already Folsson basically in the HueTexas base. There is no huge protection, just 2 warriors and 2 barons, which will get countered of course by pike damage, so mostly the warriors, of course also ton of minions, but no totem yet, nothing too crazy. We see just constant pressure of hive stingers getting a third hive, so I don't think he's transferring to anything else. He's just going all in. We see Weapon Master, which is interesting. Maybe he wants to utilize some weapons dropping to heal his warriors, but yeah, I think maybe this will be a really quick game now. He sacrificed both of his barons, so he won't be even able to produce anything because of no population. Now he's trying to go for Goblin Hunters, but if he wants to make Goblin Riders out of them, he will definitely need to remake his barons really quickly. Folsson is grouping a little bit in the back. Now he's bringing it in the front. We see Soul's Trap, potentially expansion, because Summoner is moving to the front a little bit. I mean, Folsson can be pretty sure that HueTexas won't push him right now. He will sit in his base unless he's really confident that he can actually push through all of these hive stingers, which will take him like 5 to 10 minutes. So Folsson can probably make expansion really easily and be pretty safe about that. Or he can just keep pushing and try to win this with a rush. But it seems like he just wants to keep killing the barons. There is also totem happening now, so maybe he wants to also kill that. He's writing what the heck. I mean, I also see that his units are moving pretty weird here, not really attacking. So I don't know if there was a bug or something, but eventually he still killed the barons, even though he lost all of his hive stingers. So that was probably not too worth it, but I mean, if he started creating the expansion, it would be fine, since he didn't start the expansion yet, and he also didn't push anything here outside of the barons. Now he doesn't have that big of an advantage, but he still has map control. He should definitely just save up the gold now. Maybe even cancel these Hive Stingers and get the expansion as soon as possible. Instead of that, he's just going for Incubator. HueTexas leaving an idle minion here. But yeah, I mean, this is the thing you need to do. You just need to read the game. Because if you of course take a look on this, it's pretty obvious that HueTexas cannot do anything. He built a totem, he lost a ton of resources in Borons, so that also slowed him down. He doesn't have expansion, doesn't have scouts anywhere, so not making expansion from Folsson's position here doesn't make any sense. Even though he probably wants to make it, he's still just spending resources on other things and slowing down his economy. So I don't think this is a smart move, but maybe there's some different strategy here, we'll see. Yeah, HueTexas try to scout here a little bit, but this is just a punishment for him again. He will lose some HP, he cannot really heal effectively as Beast. He doesn't have Priests or Unholy Ground. He would need to sacrifice something. Or actually he can drop the weapons here, but I'm not even sure if he is aware of that option, even though he made the Weapon Master. Maybe he just wanted to make it as a lumber mill and wanted to get some easy wood here. But yeah, finally he at least has some Goblin Riders, so he should be able to protect himself. But we finally see the expansion from Folsson as well, so that's also good. We also see Beastry from HueTexas, okay. Folsson still spamming more Hive Stingers. He also made the Incubator, so he could potentially make Hive Spitters, or he just wanted to unlock Valkakun to maybe make some Hive Guards or unlock Metamorphosis for flying Hive Stingers. Outside of that, we still see some small scouting with the Hive Stingers around the map, bringing the injured ones back just to heal. Yeah, still no one is really operating in the underground, but at least Folsson sees this with the control form here. Even though this is the less important one, you need to be here to get the treasures. And I mean, it's pretty good because I'm almost paused it. 400 gold is really a lot, of course. That's basically a whole expansion. Yeah, 100 will also help you, and I don't remember how much gems is there, but it's definitely really good, and there is 2 of them, so even though there is a ton of units, you can definitely take that. And I'm also pretty sure they don't see invisible units, so if you make, for example, a Seeker, you can just take that for free. But yeah, HueTexas is trying to push here, so Folsson should definitely retreat. He cannot kill this just with Hive Stingers unless he can really surround him and utilize the pike damage, which wouldn't be possible in this small space. But HueTexas probably also wants to get some trolls first, even though he could be making them now and is not really doing that, so I don't know what he's waiting for. Now he queued up 2 of them at once. He's also getting the superior boomerang upgrade, nothing in Weapon Master yet. Actually, he already has 1 upgrade of damage. But yeah, we see the Valkakun from from Folsson, as I was saying a while ago. Also 2 Lightning Spires, finally getting some Harvesters for his expansion, even though he's not producing them in his main base. So it's just from 1 source right now. Also getting Grasp just to be on the safe side. Left 1 scout here to check the expansion. That's definitely a smart move. We see Berries of Haste, okay. Some extra movement speed for warriors. That's always useful. But yeah, we'll see the Metamorphosis right after the Grasp. Getting ready to potentially drop all of these Hive Stingers into the base. And 1 totem won't do anything with that. He will kill all the minions. But he also needs something to kill this army, so definitely needs to start preparing for that as well. Maybe with Hive Guards, yeah, that's definitely an option, even though there are also these Goblin Riders that he needs to deal with. But of course, the best option would be Avengers, but he doesn't really have setup for that. He would need to build Vengeance Halls first, and then also the Chamber of the Avenger. We also see expansion from HueTexas now, a little bit later, but still at least at some point. HueTexas is slowly moving towards the Folsson's town, but to be honest, I think the Metamorphosis will be finished pretty soon. Actually, HueTexas decided to retreat a little bit. Folsson is not really producing any more units, just making more hives, getting some upgrades, scouting a little bit. Outside of that, he's not really producing more. I think he just really wants to drop it here. Now he found out about the expansion, which I think will maybe scare HueTexas a little bit. Maybe he wants to stay here to protect it, because he never knows. Maybe some units will come from the underground. There is actually... Seeker, okay. Now when he has a Seeker, it's definitely a good idea to go for the treasures, but maybe he doesn't know about them. Not too many players actually studied these maps, so... Well, I mean, too well, so maybe he doesn't know about the fact that there are treasures, but... At least he has some scouting here. He already has the Metamorphosis and also has mana for it, but it's not really flying anywhere yet. He's just spreading his Seekers around the map. Actually, HueTexas is deciding to go for the underground. I'm not sure if he wants to go for the treasures or if he actually wants to push through here. But at the same time, Folsson is taking his Hive Stingers and flying to the enemy town. And he also has these Hive Guards, so he should be fine. He's also making a Dimension Gate. Oh, there are actually spiders. I didn't know about this. Everyone is learning. So it was not possible to take this expansion in the beginning. But this is safe, and also the one in the mountains is not protected. And then the obvious one, of course. The ones in the middle are also not protected, so only that one. But yeah, Folsson will drop here. He will of course kill all the minions. Maybe some of them will escape, but most of them. Of course, most of the Borons are here. Actually, HueTexas took that treasure. But now he doesn't have any protection at home, so he will probably lose his main base, and I don't think he will be able to recover from this. Yeah, he saved his Borons since they are part of his army, but he cannot really utilize it in any way since he lost his main base. You can see 30 more population on Folsson's side, also more resources, bigger income. This seems like GG. Even though, of course, he won't be able to kill HueTexas' army, but eventually he will just create something that will destroy him, and he just needs to kill the buildings. So I think HueTexas will probably not even go there. He will just maybe stay in this expansion, we will see. Because if he goes here, he can actually, Folsson can actually just take these Hive Stingers, fly into the air, and before HueTexas can return to this base, he can just drop here again, or take another army and destroy it, but... As I said, HueTexas will not even go to his main base. He will just wait for his death here. Of course, these Hive Guards will make a quick work of this. But yeah, HueTexas went for that treasure in the underground. Of course, you don't want to really do it like this, that you take your whole army and go there, because then you are leaving everything you have pretty unprotected. But as I said, if you take, for example, a Seeker and take it, it's definitely really easy. It's, for example, quite hard to take it with a Hive Stinger or Swordsman, because the units that are protecting it are actually pretty strong, and you need really good micromanagement to run around them and take it with just one unit. With two it might be possible, but if you have a stealth unit, it's a no-brainer. It's really simple like that. I mean, there is tons of splash damage from these Goblin Hunters and Goblin Riders, so maybe you should focus at least the Goblin Hunters first, since they are pretty squishy. He started doing a little bit now, but yeah, he eventually killed it anyways. And now he just needs to finish the buildings. Maybe HueTexas will surrender, we'll see. And Folsson still has 1000 gold, so he was able to produce Hive Stingers again. Of course, he doesn't have gems for Hive Guards, but yeah, HueTexas calls it GG, and eventually Folsson is the winner of this game. So yeah, let's check the results. Actually, HueTexas had more kills here, thanks to killing all the Hive Stingers there. But of course, Folsson had much more units, also one more upgrade, and a little bit more resources. Actually, HueTexas spent only 500 gems here. He was really staying with the basic units for quite a while. But yeah, nice game, 18 minutes, which is pretty average. Even though in the beginning it looked like Folsson will rush it immediately and win in 5 minutes, it actually proved to be a little bit longer game, but eventually it ended for Folsson as a win as well.